Hi guys, welcome to today's video. We're going to take a look at the orange safety label that's on the back of Zippo lighters. The question is, do we leave it on or do we take it off? Now this is coming from the perspective of the collector. If you're going to use the lighter, obviously you need to remove this label. So we're looking at, from the collector's viewpoint, what do you do? Do you leave it on? Do you take it off? And I would say right up front, really, when you buy a lighter for your collection, it's your lighter. You can do what you want. So if you like to leave them on, go ahead. I sell lighters for a living and I collect them. If I'm selling the lighter, I'm going to leave that orange label on. I'm going to let the buyer decide what they want to do. If I'm keeping it for my collection, I'm going to remove the label and we're going to take a look at that up close. To the best of my knowledge, Zippo started in the late 1970s inserting this little warning slip of paper with their lighters. It kind of went on the back of the lighter and the lid kind of closed down on it there. And I don't have the exact date. If you know, please feel free to leave it in the comments below. From here, they went to the paper label. And the paper label is the one I think that causes us the most issue because over time these tended to dry and then stick to the lighter. It could definitely mess up the finish, and especially on brass lighters. Now this particular lighter I'm showing you, you can see it's a 1995, and the adhesive kind of came off the back, so we can open the lid. I actually blew all the flint dust that was in this out, but you can see on the top of the lid that doesn't look horrible. We might be able to polish that out, but it can really cause some damage. Here's a lighter where got part of it off, but you can kind of see in the chrome a bit of the marks from the label, and this is like cemented on there. In this video, we won't talk about techniques and ways of getting this off. Anybody who has some tried and true method, definitely leave it in the comments, and maybe we'll do a video on that at a later date. Here are the steps that I do to put a lighter into my collection. First thing I do is I'm going to remove that orange safety label. And if you peel it slow enough, you typically don't get any residue on the lighter. Now this lighter is not brand new. I think it's 12 years old. Yeah, there's a little bit right there. Let's see here. Yeah, 08. So this is 12 years old. So I'm going to remove that. And you can use a cleaner to take off any residue. I use a plastic polish called Novus that works really well. I know some guys are using the Flitz polish, so I'm sure there's several types that you can use to just clean it off if you need to. You can even see, though, at 12 years old, there's a little bit of a shadow on this satin chrome finish. Again, that might clean off, but might not either. Next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take the flint out of the insert. There's really no need to leave it in there, in my opinion, and it's just going to break down and either seize up in the flint tube or just turn to dust, and that makes a mess. So we'll get that out, put it aside. The next thing I do is I actually take the flint spring off from the screw. So we're going to just gently pull that apart, and I'm going to lift the pad and just hide this up underneath it. That way it doesn't have the flint wheel doesn't have the pressure pushing up on it. I'm not sure that it would do any damage, but over time I'm really not sure. So I eliminate that problem. So that spins freely, and flint spring underneath here, back in, good to go. Final step, I do keep pretty much all of my lighters that are in my collection. I have them in displays. So one other step I'm going to do, I use these bags. I get them on eBay from Widowmaker's lighters, and these work really well. I'm going to, again, I'll clean the lighter off, make sure it's no fingerprints. I'll actually generally have it in the cloth while I'm putting it in the bag just to keep any fingerprints and so on off. And then just seal this up. Try to get it nice and snug. And then I'll put it in my display like this. It looks great. If I want to take it out and show someone or move it around, I'm not putting fingerprints back on the lighter. And that is all, it's all prepped. So guys, let me know what you do. Let me know your opinions in the comments below. And thanks so much for watching today's videos. See you next time.